April is here. Happy April to everyone. And that means I can share with you all these 7 fragrances I am excited to wear for the month of April 2024. Let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Santa Maria here. Yes, we're doing these 7 fragrances I am excited to wear. Some of these I've had in my collection for a while, over a year or even some more. And some of these are newer releases, newer pickups, what have you. So you'll see a bit of a mix in this situation, but I'm excited about wearing these. Most importantly, as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I went with a nude. Yes, I was feeling very nude, kind of cool tone. It's been rainy and stormy here lately, so I'm just matching the vibe. Lipstick of the day is from MAC, and this is Yash, which is an oldie but goodie. As you can see, I have exactly a nub of it left. Don't worry, I got a backup on deck. It'll be in the description box below as always, as well as the details on the face will be down there as well. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and this is a classic, a modern classic at this point. This is from Guerlain, and this is Mon Guerlain, the EDP version. I already have a full dedicated review up on the channel about this, but this one is a certified compliment magnet. I literally was hugging the head elf before I was filming this, and he was like, "Ooh, you smell good." I like that one. So it's still a favorite. But alas, Guerlain's Mon Guerlain, the EDP, is your fragrance of the day. And now let's get into this list of 7 fragrances for the month of April, which is essentially my version of the fragrance tray. So hot off of the presses, this is a brand new release, and I just got this one sent to me over from the brand, and this is from Clean Classic, and this is their newest release, Spring Breeze, you all. I like the color of it. It's a lavender, which lavender is a note in this fragrance, spoiler alert. So it has top notes of bergamot, green apple, and aldehydes, middle notes of lily of the valley. We have jasmine and lavender. And then we have base notes of white musk, sandalwood, and orange blossom. This was one I told y'all in the haul that I bust this one open first. This was the one I ripped off the plastic for, and I wanted to get right into it, spraying it and whatnot. This one is going to be my new fresh and clean scent for the spring because the name is so appropriate, Spring Breeze. It smells like you're standing outside on a fresh spring day in the middle of a lavender field. That's exactly what I get. Lavender with a dash of lily of the valley on the other side. That's what this smells like. So I'm excited about this one, and I'm gonna be wearing it even more now that I have my full bottle of it. So Clean Classic Spring Breeze kicks off the list. Now this next one, I did a sampling series on this brand, which is the House of Amouage not too long ago. And this one I fell in love with, and I wasn't even expecting to love it as much as I do, but this is not a like. This is absolutely a love, and I'm gonna be reaching for it a lot for the month of April. And this is from Amouage, and this is Love Tuberose. Love Tuberose. They've recently given this an update on the packaging, so I have the older packaging, the packaging that came before the new one. This is a part of the Secret Garden collection, which I love that collection. That collection is solid. I gotta say that about Amouage. But let's talk about Love Tuberose, because this is the dream creamy tuberose that I have been looking for, and others have told me that's what this scent was. I've heard it described that way as the perfect creamy tuberose, and I didn't believe it until I got my sample of it, and then of course the sample got upgraded to the full-size bottle. So it has notes of tuberose, gardenia, and jasmine. We have middle notes, whipped cream and vanilla, and then in the base we have sandalwood and cedar. The notes are actually spot on. That's exactly what I get. You get the tuberose and gardenia up top, but that vanilla and that whipped cream, it gives it a sweetness, a slight fluffiness about this scent, and it just works, and it's a happy scent. I was actually wearing this one back in the wintertime, if you all recall, but I'm gonna keep wearing it for the spring. I say in particular, I'm feeling this one for April, so that's why it makes the list. So Amouage's Love Tuberose is the fragrance that I'm gonna be rocking to. Now this next fragrance, you also saw this one in my recent fragrance haul I did for the month of March, but this was a sample that got upgraded to a full-size bottle. This is from the House of Creed, and this is Creed's Carina. The reason I like this one, because you all, this is a spring fragrance to me. Even though it has like darker notes like saffron in it and myrrh and frankincense, it's the top notes for me that makes this a spring scent, because up top they have black cherry, the saffron is up there too, pink pepper, and then we get May rose, peony, and violet, and then we have cashmere wood. Base is musk, ambrox, and myrrh and frankincense. But for me, I get the rose and the peony more than anything. I don't get the cherry really and the saffron until it dries all the way down, so meaning later on. For me, this is more so a pretty pink floral is what this is, and then it dries down to more sexier, fruitier notes is what this is. So Creed's Carina, this one's gonna fall in the category of a head turner slash date night scent. That's what I'm thinking for Creed's Carina for the month of April. And I've already started wearing it. I took it home for spring break and all that, so she's a winner. I'm excited about this one even more. And this again is Creed's Carina. Now this next fragrance, this one was a update to an old fragrance that was so needed, and I was so excited about this one. I shared the story in this scent when it came out, but I'm gonna talk about it again. This is from the house of Chanel, and this is Chanel Chance All Fresh, the latest EDP version. For the longest, it was only an EDT Eau de Toilette, but then they decided to make it an EDP last summer. You all know I ran and got it. I did a full dedicated review. It's already up on the channel. Definitely check that out. But I was reaching for her the other day and I said, I'm gonna make her a staple for April. I've been missing her. I put her up after summer ended, but I'm like, I'm kind of reaching for her. I'm ready for her, which it makes sense. The weather's warmer now. So hey, so it has notes, y'all, of citron and aldehydes up top. The middle notes is jasmine, and then the base is that teak wood and amber, which to me, the teak wood is what's the most iconic note in this fragrance. But absolutely, this is a fresh scent that's a woody fresh. It's a woody fresh scent, and I like the fact that it's not your typical girly fresh scent. This one has personality and again has a little bit of depth. It could even be slightly unisex depending on your body chemistry. So that's another reason why I like this one. It has character. Y'all know I like my fragrances to have character and personality. So last, this is Chanel's Chance, the Eau Fresh, the EDP. The next fragrance I want to talk about, you all heard me rant and rave about this one back in January. It lived rent free in my head, and I got my bottle of it soon after. I want to say I got it in late January, early February, but alas, the full bottle is here. This is from Mmo Paris, and this is Mmo Paris Sherwood. I like this one because this is a very interesting take on the note of sandalwood for me. Because normally sandalwood scents, like straight up sandalwood scents, they lean kind of woody more so. This one is more so fresh. It's woody fresh, so that's why I'm enjoying this one. So the main notes in this one are carrot seed oil, Damascene rose, and then there's sandalwood oil in the base. There's also some black currant in here. We got some pink pepper, we got some orange flower, and some oak wood and cashmere. The cashmere in here does project as well. This is a scent that's a woody fresh, and in my opinion, this one is perfectly unisex because it's a unique take. It does not smell like anything else in my collection, and for that reason, that is why I want to wear it, because some days you want something kind of woody, but still kind of fresh at the same time. And this is perfectly great for this spring weather that we're having right now, especially while winter is still slightly trying to fight back. It's kind of an interesting mode right now. But for that reason, I'm going to enjoy Mmo Paris Sherwood in the month of April. Now this next fragrance is a pretty girl personified is what it is, or pretty girl in a bottle, shall I say. This is from the house of Bond Number 9, which it's not a spring list without a Bond Number 9 on this channel. And this is Bond Number 9's Madison Avenue tried and true pretty girl scent. I do have a full dedicated review already up on the channel about this one, so you can definitely watch that to learn more about it. But back to Madison Avenue, it has notes of apple, bergamot, we have blackcurrant rose, we have jasmine, magnolia, patchouli, ambroxan, and praline to round things out. For me, it is the apple note up top. It has a brightness, it's just like, whoo. And then it settles down with the blackcurrant and the patchouli, which give it some base. And that praline gives a little slight gourmandy take because, you know, praline is a dessert. Now to look at the bottle, you think, oh, I'm gonna spray it on. I'm probably gonna have to retouch it in like 2 hours. This scent lasts all day. I remember I started out with a sample of this one. I think I was prepared to write it off, right? I sprayed it on before bed one night because I thought it was gonna be a soft scent. I woke up in the morning, it was just as loud as when I first sprayed it on. I said, oh, okay. But alas, this scent is absolutely worth it, especially if you have a full day of events in the springtime, because as we know, this is the season of brunch, graduations, Mother's Day, what have you. If you need a scent that's gonna go the distance this time of year, Madison Avenue. But most importantly, it's gonna go the distance for the month of April. And the last fragrance I'm gonna put on here, unfortunately, it was limited edition, but hey, they might re-release it because it definitely caused a stir here in the fragrance community. This is from the house of Valentino, and this was the highly coveted Donna Born and Roma Pink PP edition. I actually did a full dedicated review on this one as well. I even gave you all layering combinations and all that, which I rarely do for a fragrance, but for this one, it was warranted. So let me tell you why I'm excited to wear this one for April. So you know how you go through your cabinets and things during spring cleaning, we're cleaning everything out, switching things around, you putting up the winter stuff, bringing out the spring stuff, so it forces you to go through your stash, and that is no different in the world of fragrance, right? So I reached for this one when I was like rotating my collection out, and I said, this scent actually smells better now that it has sat up for a few months than when it first came out and I bought it back in September. So it's had a good 6-7 months to sit up and really get richer and thicker. This brings me joy. And since it brings me joy, that's why I'm gonna rock it out in the month of April. So it has notes of mandarin up top, and then in the middle we have orange blossom, and then the base is bourbon vanilla. So the notes are very simple. And I gotta admit, it is a simple, mass appealing fragrance, but it's one that I'm enjoying because I'm loving orange blossom, and the orange blossom has gotten stronger in this fragrance to me. Plus the bottle, I mean, look at that. Who's mad at this hot pink bottle? bottle. It's cute. So for that reason, I'm going to be wearing Valentino's Donna Born in Roma Pink PP edition for the month of April. So all right, everyone, that rounds up my list or tray, whatever you want to call it, for the month of April. The fragrances I am the most excited to wear. As you can see, it's a little bit of a mix. We got some fresh, we got some pretty, we got some woody, we got a little bit of everything going on here. But most importantly, I'm excited about April because April is actually like full-on spring, and we start to really get that. The flowers are starting to bloom, the trees are starting to bloom, the birds are chirping. They be chirping in the background of my videos now. But alas, I'm excited to wear these fragrances. But most importantly, let me know what you think about my picks for April. Also too, what are you planning to wear for April? What are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments below, and I will read them and respond when I can. But alas, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye,